Hi everyone, Leslie Jackson here. Super excited to share with you some more updates with Command. For those of you who don't know, we now have the opportunity to give our clients updates. So picture this. I want you to close your eyes and think about your listing presentation. As you go to your listing presentation, you tell your sellers what you're going to do what you're going to do, how you're going to do it, and what those activities are to help them sell their house. Now, your sellers are going to also ask you, well, how are you going to market your house, right? So you go to this whole pitch of your listing presentation. Command was built for you to streamline that process and to help you make sure that you don't drop the ball in setting those expectations that you have committed and that you have presented to your sellers and your buyers. And at the end of the day, folks, what do we call that? Our value proposition. So your value proposition is literally how you get um, built into Command in the opportunities pipeline. So although we know that the opportunities pipeline is here to help us get paid, essentially at the end of the day, you guys, this is where your value proposition lives and breathes on a day-to-day basis. Now, I'm going to break that down for you in this video. I do have a couple of videos and where you can add your checklists and edit your stages and customize your entire pipeline. I'm gonna do the same thing here. However, I'm also going to show you the end result of all those activities that you have to do on every single opportunity and to share those activities with your sellers or your buyers. You heard it right. You can now give them a client update. So check this out. First things first, we're going to head to the opportunity pipeline over here on the left-hand side. If you click on this little cute KW red logo, that will pop out to show you what all of these applets are named. Here, I'm going to select the opportunity section or opportunity applet rather, and I'm going to head over to active. Now, active is a great conversation to discuss here as far as like what kind of activities that you'll do to help sell your seller's home, right? So you're going to tell the sellers, I'm going to do all this awesome marketing. I'm going to create these Facebook campaigns. I'm going to blast it to my sphere of influence. I'm going to reverse prospect to find you more buyers. I'm going to send out a direct mailer. I'm going to put up an open house. I'm going to celebrate that open house on social media. I'm going to promote that open house on media. And guess what? I'm going to capture all those leads and I'm going to retarget market with them to make sure that I get them a private tour of your home. And I'm going to follow up with those leads every single day to make sure that I get in touch with them about the interest of your home. And all this information, all those activities that you just told your sellers, you can actually add in Command. So check this out. I'm going to head over to Edit Stages. Now, again, I'm on the listing side, and what I'm about to show you, you're going to actually repeat for every single opportunity phase in the opportunity pipeline, both on the buyer side and the seller side. You'll click on Edit Stages and come in here and literally create those awesome activities that you have shine so brightly in your listing presentation or your buyer consultation. And I'm going to come in and add checklists. So right here, you'll see coming soon campaign. Now that is something that I created on my own because I know that a coming soon campaign is so important for a seller. What do we do to ensure that we're marketing their home correctly prior to the active date? So I have my own coming soon campaign here and a series of activities and checklists that I've created. Feel free to take a screenshot. This is what we actually used to do here to sell to our agents, right? And help our, excuse me, our sellers to ensure that we're getting them the right information, that we're giving them those right services. So you'll come in and click add an item and you'll type in the item or that activity that you would like to complete. So um, talk with sellers about all showings. So I'm going to hit save. And again, I'm going to show you real quick that now you'll see this column where it says client update. So anytime that I create an opportunity, this list of things, these beautiful custom checklists of activities that I shine so brightly in my seller's presentation can be added into the opportunity pipeline here And now then I could send my client the proof in the pudding that I completed these activities for them. So they don't just think that I threw up a sign and walked away and said, "Oh, I'm going to sell your home. I don't know. I told you I was going to sell your home," right? So this is again, I like calling building integrity into your listing presentation and your value proposition. This is where you bring your value to your consumer, and this is where you hold yourself accountable to those items that you said that you're going to do in your proposition to the consumer. So you're going to go through here and you're going to continue to edit the stages. You're going to say that, call that stage out, and of course create their own list. So now that the home is active, I'm going to call the sellers to ensure that all of their showing times are set up correctly. I'm going to do all these activities. So I'm not going to even say it because there's a lot to name here, right? And then of course you'll see the client update. Right next to it, there's these three dots. I can always come in and edit it here. And these cute little perforated dots here means that I can move these up and around in any order that I wish. All right, so now you know that you can add and edit those stages and add checklists. Let's go back and talk about creating an opportunity itself. So this is again an update to an opportunity. Of course, that client's name needs to be in your contact applet first. So ensure that they're in your command in your contact applets, and so that you could just pull them in, right? So you're going to pull them in. There I am. Add any custom tags, of course. You can create those custom tags in the settings section in your command. Add in all of the information and then create your opportunity. Now, opportunity stage, this is where we actually created our own edited stages so that anytime we create that opportunity, those stages that have those checklists will then get assigned to this opportunity. So check this out. Let's head in and find an opportunity of mine so I could show you. All right. So I'm going to head to this opportunity in here. Let me pull my screen over, and there I am. You'll see in this opportunity that I have 0 out of 0, which means in the legacy section, I don't have any checklists associated. Let's drag this over to the negotiations area. All right, I have one thing to do. Let's now drag this over to showing. Now I have 13 things. So you see how that 0 changed every time I moved my opportunity? That means that there are checklists within every single stage that you created that I just showed you how to do. So now I click on this opportunity and I can come in and click, 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 decide what I want to tell my sellers what I've completed. Some of these things that are in here are tasks for me, so they may not need to know that. I can also assign these tasks and set a due date. Cool? So your due dates and your tasks will be pulled up in your Kelly app to give you that notification. You have 10 out of 13 things to do today. That's coming from your opportunity checklist as well. Now here's a client update. So as soon as I close this, now I know that at the end of the day, this person, which is me, will receive an email of the 3 things that I've checked off my list. But to ensure that those things are completed, you have to make sure that within every opportunity that you have, you go to that opportunity and you'll click on the client updates up here up the top right-hand corner of my screen. I could click on where to send, what time, etc. So I want to make sure that this is turned on. And by rule of thumb, let's just be realistic and call this a 5 o'clock email every day, right? Because the day gets long, we get tired, our schedules get busy, and turn that into 5 o'clock. You can look at the preview, what that looks like, and how the seller will receive that checklist. And voila, save changes. I'll then get that email tomorrow at that time. So remember, come in, edit your stages, add those checklists to every single stage to ensure that every opportunity that's assigned in that stage will get that checklist. Once that opportunity is created, you'll go in and select that checklist and then decide what you would like your seller to know or your buyer to know when that email then gets sent off. To make sure that that email gets sent off, click on that opportunity, head up here on the right-hand corner and click Client Updates. Set your time of when that updates will be sent out. Add any more contacts if there's maybe somebody else that needs to know about these updates. Go ahead and click on Preview to ensure that it looks good, and you are all set. You guys, this is Leslie Jackson. I'm excited for you to send all those activities out for your sellers and your buyers. Everything that I showed you in this video, you're not only going to do for the active, but you're going to do it for cultivate, appointment, under contract, closed for both the list side and the buy side. Go ahead and press rewind to learn about those steps again. Again, my name is Leslie Jackson. Have a wonderful day. I hope you learned how to build your value proposition and share it with your clients. Chat soon. Thanks, guys.